guys, this is Awhobiwoma and it's our YouTube channel.
That's not how I do my introduction, but hi guys!
This is Awhobiwoma.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. And if this is your first, if you're a returning subscriber, you know how it is. Thank you for stopping here again. So today's video, I brought someone here. So this is So she is going to be talking to us about the scholarship available in Poland. So guys, I brought her here because she's an ex-scholarship holder or an alumni of the scholarship. I don't know which one goes, but she's someone who came to Poland as a result of a scholarship. So I brought her here so she could talk to us and tell us all we need to know about the NAVA scholarship. So Tope, over to you.
Okay, I came to Poland in 2016, September to be precise, and I started my language course in Wrocław University of Science and Technology for 1.5 years. And part of what we'll be talking about today is how not to stay that long in language course. And
let's take it like this. So what's going to happen is I would ask you questions about the scholarship and then you give us more insights onto what we need to know. So the first question I would like you to tell us, okay, so just give us a general overview of what this scholarship is, the name, what it implies and all that.
Okay, NAVA is Ignacy Łukasiewicz Scholarship. And
can you slow down for those who do not know how to pronounce it, please?
Okay, the name of the scholarship is Ignacy Łukasiewicz Scholarship,
okay,
for master's students. At first, it was when we got the scholarship, it was for master's and PhD students, but right now it's been limited to just master's students. And for you to have the scholarship, you must not be a previous holder of master's degree.
Okay, so this scholarship offers scholarships to some countries. So they have some selected countries. I know Nigeria, I know India,
Colombia, Vietnam,
okay.
South Africa, Peru.
Yeah, so they offer these scholarships to some of these countries as mentioned. I would put the other countries on the screen. So what exactly is the process? Like, what's the application process? What are the criteria for getting this scholarship and how do you go about it?
Okay, some of the criteria for getting the scholarship, like I know, they look at your grade right from your country to get the scholarship. Like so many people have introduced to getting the scholarship are always within the range of having a first class and a 2-1, maybe a 2-2 if you can prove to the government that you have something else to offer. It won't just be your degree, maybe some years of experience in your field and some other things. And then for the process of the scholarship, usually the call for proposal comes out around February or March of a year. And then from there, you submit your document like your transcript, your certificate, your proficiency. If you are from an English-speaking country like Nigeria, you just need to get a document from school that you did your bachelor's in English. And if you're from a country that is not English speaking, you have to do English certificate exams to be able to prove this. And then you should have your passport as at that time, like your international passport, before you can make your application and some other documentations.
Okay, I also read on their website, which I'm going to put in the description box below. I also read on their website about having like a proposed master's thesis. Is this also one of the requirements?
Yes, I forgot. It's one of the most important part of the documentation because you have to show them that you have something you want to do, you wish to do, like accomplish in your master's thesis. And this takes about, I think, 40% of the score before you can get the scholarship. So it's very important you take your time. It's not exactly like you have to write a whole book, but I think it's just a page or two where you have to shorten what you need to do. Like, okay, in my chapter 1, I am doing this. In my chapter 2, I want to do this. This is what I want to do for my practicals and
okay, so this is like a proposal of what you hope to work on.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to be looking down on my phone because I have like the criteria for the scholarship. Okay, so I can see here that you're going to be, the points in order for you, like the point you're going to be marked against is first of all, you need to describe the topic and the concept of your master. So this would normally give you from 0 to 20 points. That's how far you can go. Also, you need to also give a detailed description of the research method, the way you plan to go about this project. So this is another 0 to 20 scores. So when you put it together, 0 to 20 points, sorry. So when you put it together, your master's thesis and the proposal and what you hope to achieve is already 40, like she had mentioned, and your CGPA only gives you a point from it's the highest point for your CGPA is 10. So it's broken down based on how many points you've earned. So if you've gotten like a 4.6 to a 5.0 in your CGPA for your undergraduate, you get a 10. And if you've gotten within 4.1 to 4.5, you get an 8, and all the way down to 0. So what would actually make you stand out to actually stand a chance of getting this scholarship? Number one, you need to have a killer proposal for your master's thesis, and then number two, your CGPA. Thank you.
Yes,
So
exactly.
that's that for the requirement. So like she mentioned, the applications would normally open within February and March of the year. So guys, this is already January. So I would put the link below. So please keep an eye on it if you're interested. And in the meantime, package your proposals and get ready to apply. So now the next question I would want to ask is, so when you've gotten, what is the timeline for the application? So let's take it that I apply. When does it come out? What do I do next and all that? Like, what does the scholarship do? Does it cover only tuition, or what exactly does it do?
Okay, the timeline of the application runs from March, and then I think around May there will be the call for proposal will end, and then first thing first, like technical parts will be checked. No, first of all, just the general parts will be checked, and then the second part is the technical part where they are checking your masters. The general parts should be things like, because there is always a year criteria of when you graduated. Like, everybody can apply for this scholarship. It has to be, okay, maybe you graduated not later than this or not earlier than this. There's always a criteria for every year. So this is general part that is checked, whether you qualified to even apply. So after then the technical part will be checked, which is checking your master's thesis, your grade, and what have you. And by August, that is when the final list of those that are chosen will be published, and you have 3 lists: people who are on the waiting list, people who are not on the waiting list, and people who actually got the scholarship. What is waiting list? Waiting list are people that, if somebody from the scholarship list couldn't make it, then somebody from the waiting list will be substitute for this person. And then for the stipend.
Yes, the stipend. Everybody wants to know the stipend.
Yes,
so tell
exactly.
us about this.
First of all, the scholarship entails that you go to a language school. Right now, it's really better because you can go to a language school for 1 semester and then study your masters in English, or do the language school for 2 semesters and then study in Polish.
This language school is Polish?
Yes, it's Polish language.
So you must do a Polish course.
It is mandatory.
Okay.
You have to go through, whether for 1 semester or 2 semesters.
Okay. So what determines what is 1 semester and what is 2 semesters? How do you know?
Your master's degree. Like, once you come into the country, you are at the same time applying for your main master's. So if you get your course in English language, you don't have to stay long in the language school because you don't need it. But if you get your course in Polish, you have to stay longer, pass the exams, and what have you. Pass the exams even in the level of mathematics, physics, if you're a science student anyway. So I also noticed that this scholarship is only open to science, technical, and like social science related courses. So these are the people that they are aiming for. And then, like she mentioned, you're not applying for a school directly from your country. You're only applying for this scholarship. The moment you get it, you come here, you do a language school, and then while you're in your language school, which is your Polish language school, you would need to apply for the university of your choice. So now for the stipend, like you were mentioning. Okay, I know this is the time everybody has been waiting for. How do I survive? Are the government going to feed me, and what have you? First of all, I would like you to know that the tuition is free. Like, once you get the scholarship, the tuition is free. Now for the stipend, they pay you 1,500 zloty every month for you to stay here. And for the beginning, like the first month you get into Poland, you get an additional 500 zloty to stabilize yourself as a new person. And at the end of the scholarship, you also get this 500. It's just one-off payment at the beginning and at the end. So monthly, they give you 15 zloty. And in this 15 zloty, you're supposed to cover your house rent, your insurance, and every other thing, your feeding. And it should be enough as a student.
Okay. So is there like a condition that if you do not pass the language school, you cannot proceed to go further to doing your course?
Yes, definitely. There is a condition because
Of course.
because if you don't pass the language course, you can't proceed, in the sense that, well, it's easier right now, like I said, than when we came into the country, because if you do a one semester, you barely have gone even beyond A2 probably. Somehow, and you don't, A2 is simple to pass, and you can always pass it and proceed to your course in English language. But if you have to stay all through the year, you have to offer chemistry in Polish, you have to offer physics in Polish, mathematics in Polish in the second semester, and it makes it even more difficult to pass. I one time I've had a colleague who couldn't make it because of the mathematics. The mathematics was just the problem for him, and eventually they allow him to write the exam like 2, 3, 4 times. And you should also note that Poland is not like Nigeria or any other African country. Once you fail an exam, you don't exactly fail it. You can always rewrite. So they gave him the opportunity to write as much as, I think, 4 or 5 times, but you know, mathematics is just hard for some people. He couldn't, and he was asked to go back to his country.
So your recommendation would be, on your first semester, try to get an admission in an English course in another university. So when you get the admission, you need to present your admission documents to the scholarship board, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So also at the start, you would put in your account number, or would you be paid with your Nigeria account, or like how were you paid?
Okay, for a start, when you get into the country, before you open an account number, you can always go to the school bank. Like, the government pays the school, the language school where you are in, and then they pay the school bank. So you can always, once they tell you, the secretary of the school would always come to you guys that, okay, scholarship is out. So you can always take your passport, go to the bank, and then get your money, like physical cash. But they will just check your name from your passport. But if you want to get your account number as early as possible, once you land in the country with your passport, you can always get an account number.
The next question I would like to ask is, do they choose the language school for you, or you're the one who chooses whatever you want?
Actually, they give you, they segregate people into language school by themselves before you come into the country. You only have the choice to pick the school where you can do your masters.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so another question I would want to ask is, while you're on the scholarship, can you have another job? Like, can you get another job, or does this scholarship limit you to just earning this 1.5 zloty?
No, you can always have another job. You can work as much as 2, 3 jobs if you have the strength to. The scholarship doesn't limit you in any way. In fact, the purpose of the scholarship is for you, after the scholarship, to be able to stay in the country and work and pay your tax. So you can always do any other job while having the scholarship. But the point also that you should note is that you have to regularly go to classes, because you can't afford to fail and be sent back home.
Okay, so the next question would be about, okay, what is the visa process like? Are you going to go through like the normal route of the visa process? And then I know that during visa process, you need to show like your proof of funds and also your flight booking. So in this case, is it the same? Because who covers for the flight booking and all that?
Okay, actually, as a scholar, the requirement is actually a bit different. First of all, when I got the scholarship, our set didn't pay for the visa fee. The government covered for the visa fee. Once you get the scholarship, you get a letter from Poland. This letter covers for all the showing proof of funds. You don't have to show anything. But for the visa fee, I'm not sure about this, but during my set, we didn't pay for it. It was like left for free for us. And also, I learned from the current students who have the scholarship right now that once you get the scholarship, you will be able to meet other people who have the scholarship, and then the embassy will call on the scholars, maybe give you guys like 3 days duration, and then attend to all of you at once. Like I saw that the guys who got the scholarship in 2020 came together to Poland, like about 40 of them thereabout.
Oh, so 40, that's a huge number.
Yes, 30 to 40 of them. They came to Poland on the same flight. I saw a picture of when they arrived. So,
yeah, there was that popular post on LinkedIn. Yeah, yes. I saw it as well.
So it's like, I think once you get the scholarship, you'll be able to meet other guys, like by talking out, okay, I have this scholarship, then someone else, I have this scholarship, okay, we have a WhatsApp group. You can also join, and then from there, you start meeting with them, you start sharing information, and don't stay. You can never be an island getting the scholarship, or else you miss out of so many information on
okay,
scholarship.
So does the scholarship cover the flight, or you'd have to pay this yourself?
No, this is the only payment you're covering by yourself. You have to pay for your flight by yourself.
So was the visa also for 1 year, like your visa?
Yes. The visa is actually for 1 year. 1 year, they assume that once you finish your language school, if you don't pass, then the visa expires. If you do, then you have to make a resident permit here.
Okay, so I get the scholarship. For example, I don't need the scholarship, but I get the scholarship. I get documents from the scholarship board that would cover for my visa documentations, and then I would make contact with other people who also are scholars like me, like the current people who have also gotten the scholarship, and then we would reach out to the embassy and would know, okay, there's a specific period that will be assigned to just the scholarship people, right?
Yes,
and
correct.
We would go with our documents and process everything. The money you would have to cover for yourself is just your flights.
Also, you need to cover for your insurance.
Okay, so you need to do your flight and your insurance by yourself. What we are going to quickly do is we'll try to open the website and try to guide you on filling the application process. Although it's a pretty straightforward process, but we're just going to quickly put a screen record of us filling this application and showing you guys. Right? You're going to help us with it since you're the one who has done this.
Yes, we'll do so, and then.
All right, so let's get into the recording and explain the entire registration process for you. So we are going to go to the website www.nava.gov.pl. Nava, because in Polish that's Nava, not Nawa. Then we quickly go to the top right hand corner there and find the Nava programs. So when we click on these programs, we need to go to Programs for Foreign Students, and it would open up a page with all the information you need, but we need to come down to the Łukasz scholarship that we need. To the right of the page, you have some documents for download. So if you click on this, it should take you to a different page to download the document. So this document has every detail you need. So you need to go through this document and see all the information about the scholarship. So now we go all the way down. There is a link for application. So we go to the log on page. So log on with your email and your password, and then you log in. If you've not logged in, you can create an account. So if you don't have a previous logon. So we scroll down here to find the Ignacy scholarship that we are looking for. So because here there's a list of other scholarships, so we click on it to try to fill out the form. So you can see the option to fill out the form. So we click to fill out the form. It opens a new page, and the page starts with new application. You need to fill your nationality. So in this case, I'm going to fill of Nigeria and then save, and it would move to the next page that has all the other information that you have to fill. So this form is an exhaustive list, so you need to fill everything. So all your information needs to be here. So it starts with your name, your surname. Please, if you have 3 names, you need to put all your names as it is shown on your passport. Then you need to check your gender, you need to check your email, your phone number, your date of birth, and all the other personal information that is being asked for on this page. So you would also need to put your country of citizenship, your parents' name as well. And there's a question that says, do you have a Polish citizen? Your answer should be no, because if you choose yes, you automatically get disqualified from this scholarship. Also, you put in your passport number and your current address. So there's a long list of things that you need to put in. So let's keep scrolling. So the Polish diplomat, you need to put the residence. So your embassy, what embassy? So I couldn't find Abuja here, so I put in order. So you need to find where the embassy is for your country. And then you put your in case of emergency contact as well. This is very important too. And then we come down to the section for planned studies in Poland. So for planned studies, we need to put the field of study we want, our preferred university, and all that detail. Here, there is also a part that asks if you want winter or summer semester. You need to also specify here what you're going for. So for education, you fill in details about your study, also your year of graduation or planned graduation. So if you've not graduated, there's time for you. You put in your CGPA. So you also need to show your proof of language, English language. So if you are someone who speaks English as a mother tongue, you need to upload a document that states this. Or if you have a certificate showing that you know how to speak English, you upload it as well. So you also put your proposal for your master's thesis here. So you have a lot of space to write everything that you have. So I think it's like it takes 3,000 characters. So you would attach all the relevant documents as mentioned on this page. The page is pretty straightforward. You just need to follow every detail and make sure that you are following and uploading everything that they are asking for, because like we mentioned, your documents have a way of helping you to gain higher score. So yes, you need to put everything in order. And if you've not graduated from your university, you just need to put your proposed CGPA, so your current CGPA. So if you're in your final year of your semester, you can put your proposed CGPA. So we have a declaration page here. There are some terms and conditions you need to read and agree to. So once you're done agreeing to this, down we have a submit button. But if you have not finished your application, you can always save and come back to it later. So there's also an option to save, and if you're done and you filled everything, you can export to PDF and then you submit your application. So that's all. It's easy and straightforward.
Thank you so much, Tokwe. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Thank you. So guys, you guys have been asking a lot about scholarships. I finally brought someone to come and talk to you guys about scholarships. So you see, we have scholarships here in Poland as well. So for you guys who cannot necessarily afford to pay all your fees, please do not forget to check the NAVA scholarship, the NAVA page. Like I said, I would put it on the screen. So you go on the NAVA page, find whatever information. NAVA is like the governing body for academics here in Poland, so they have a lot of info about coming to school in Poland and all that. So thank you again for sticking with me. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to comment, and do not forget to hit the notification bells and share this video. So guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.